So input operation is to get input from user, right? So usually they will target to keyboard, and then the program will read it. You already got an example on how to read the variable value from the user and then to print it. Okay, now we will go to exercise of finding the position. Okay. Previous. Yes, this one. Next, finding position exercise.
Oh, here?
Next. Nah, this one. Previous. Okay. Okay, you can see on this example that the problem is related to a formula about finding the position. Okay, so we have some variables here. So actually this is in Bahasa Indonesia. So you have to translate it in English. So for example, programming, and this is dictionary, and this is algorithm. As you can see here, in the first dictionary line, there are two variables that represent positions and position zero. Position zero means that the original position. Okay. And on the second line, we have speed and time. All of the variable data types are integers. Okay, so we have to pay attention to the data type. So we have integers, all integers. And then the algorithms. The algorithms is the first one. We take input from the user. Okay, so what is the position zero, and then the speed, and also the time. I think means that the distance, right? Based on this formula, the distance we can calculate the distance by multiplying speed and time. Okay, so this is based on this formula, and this is an assignment operation. So at first the position n is at position 0, and then it will move to some distance based on the result of speed multiplied by time. Okay, and this is the result, the position, and the result is faded out to the monitor. Okay, so this is the algorithm notation. And then, what if you want to translate it to Go language? Okay, you can see here first the main package. Okay, so usually we have a main as the core or the most important program that will be executed by the compiler. Since currently, maybe because you are still have like a mini program, so you won't have like some other modules now, and there is only one main. Okay? But if you build larger software, and then usually we will have some modules, but we also have one main. Okay? And then this is FMT. This is package on Go language that's related to input and output operation. Okay. Next, here we define the main function. Okay. We will study about what is function later. Within I don't know if in after midterm or not. Okay. And this is how to define the variable. So you have to mention the var keyword. here, var, and then the variable names. You can have more than one variable names on one line. And then the data type. Maybe you think about is 4 variables, actually all are integers. But in this example, why do we need to separate it into 2 lines? Actually, you can also declare it in one line. So for position 0, speed, time as integer. Okay, but this is for clarity. Okay, for clarity. So you separate the variable names that represent position and also the variable that represents speed and time. Okay, this is for clarity. For somebody else who maybe read your code, and then it will be clearer for them. Next, the algorithm. This is the instruction. So input, getting input from the user is translated to this statement, fmt.scan with uppercase S. Don't forget. Okay, so Go language is the sensitive language. That means that you have to be careful with the difference between uppercase and lowercase character. Okay, and here you see this symbol and symbol. What does it mean?
I think for reading the input positions.
Yeah, actually for the input, actually we mentioned with the and symbol to define that we will store it in some address that pointed out by those variable name. So that's why we put the and symbol. And we can write it also in one line. And have you ever tried to about this operation? No? So how to separate the input between position 0, speed and time? So actually when you run this code, so you have to input 3 values, right? And for each value separated by white space. You can try maybe later after this, okay? And next, after we get the input from the user, and then we can calculate. We can calculate the letter position based on this formula, and then the last statement is to print the result. Okay. With FMT that print line. Okay. And I think you also maybe asked about in this statement scan. This is print line, and maybe if you browse around the internet, you will find that there is scan line and also print without ln. Okay, so if you already know what is the difference between the instruction with ln, ftn, and without it? No? Okay, you can find it later and maybe you try it. I think one of you already tried the difference between print line and print. I remember that one of you already made the difference between print line and print. So basically if you mention, if you write print line, it will be printed out in one line. And this next statement will be printed out the next one. But if you only use the print without line at the end, it means that the next character of the next will be printed out will be printed out on the next, right on the next of the previous character. Okay, is there any question about this example? So actually, if you read a problem, first you will think about what's the solution needed, right? Okay. And then we try to write the algorithm notations, and later we translate it to the Go programming language. So if you already able to translate it to algorithm notation, and then it will be no problem which programming language that you will use. Okay, if no question, and then we can go to the next example. Okay, so this is the explanation. Next. Okay, now money counting. So we were given some value, okay, in Indonesian rupiah, and then we need to define how many denominations, okay, how many pieces of 10,000, 5,000, and 1,000 rupiah. Okay. So it is like will require a trading operation, right? Trading operation. So first we need to think. So for example, the meal price is 15,000 and okay, no. So how to 1,000? So for example, we buy a food and the price is 17,000. Okay. And then we have to calculate how many 10,000 rupiah that we need to give to the seller, how many 5,000 that we need to give, and then how many 1,000 rupiah that we need to give to the seller. So this is the calculation, right? Okay. And after that, okay, we already understand on how to count how many denominations that we need to give to the seller. Next, if we want to define an algorithm, and then first we need to consider what is the input. So the input is, in our previous example, is the food price. Okay, so we have integers that represent the nominal of the money. And then next, the output. What is the output? What is the expected output? The number of each denomination, right? So, for example, if we have 129,000 rupiah, and then how many pieces of 10,000 rupiah that we should give to the seller? So, what do you think, the algorithm? Why the answer is 12, 10,000 plus 1, 5,000 plus 4, 1,000 rupiah. How to get this result? Okay, maybe for 5 minutes, please think how to resolve on those each denomination by using your own language. Okay. Just write down by using your own language on how to count how many denominations that we need to be using for each denomination. Okay? Just write in your own language. No need to use algorithm notation. Just use your own language. And then I will try to look at it. Okay, finish? How you calculate it? Just to think that if you are small then how many pieces? How many pieces? I know already you have tried out, so you realize, right? You already know how many 10,000 Yes? Okay, what Tama will explain is this algorithm, okay, on how to control many pieces of each denomination. Okay, please just explain it by words and then you can write it here. Yeah, okay. Wait, you can write it like 1, 2, 3. What is the first thing and then what is the second thing? Okay. Here. This one. Yes. Okay. Which color? Okay. Yeah. First. Okay. No. Eraser. You need the eraser? No, just write it. Okay. It's okay. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
So the first thing to do is you take the input and then do mathematical operator mode. Mode is so you divide by this value.
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000. Because you can divide this. I mean, you can divide 9,000 by 10,000 because it will become float 64 value. So this will be the change or the remaining. So this is remain.
Okay. And then you need to process it later with 1,000.
Mod it again to 5,000. And then if you still got the change, you can do it again. Mod it by 1,000.
Okay.
And then until it's remaining 0.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. And then I will ask how to get these 12 pieces.
The simple root cause trick is you just divide
Divide. Okay. So the very first instruction is to divide with 10,000. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
the remaining just
use the same key. So for this denomination, you need to do first divide operation and then mod operation. Is it correct? Yeah. Okay. I will try to write it again. So this is for example, 12,000 divide 10,000 and not 12,000, 129,000 divide 10,000 and then the result is 12, right? And then next we need to calculate the remaining values. And then this is to calculate the remaining values. Okay. Next, the remaining value will use to divide again. Okay. With 5,000. Okay. From this operation, so the remaining is, what is the remaining? 9,000, right? 9,000 divided 5,000 is 1. Okay? And then we calculate again the remaining with mod operation. The remaining is 9,000 modulo 5,000. It will be 4,000, right? And 4,000 divided by 1,000. The result is 4. Is there any remaining values? No. And then we already have all values covered by this basis. Okay. Okay, let's look at the algorithm. Okay, so this is the algorithm. Okay, so this is the explanation. Okay, the number of 10,000 notes is obtained when the money is divided by 10,000, then 12 pieces. Okay, and then the remaining 9,000 is divided by 5,000. Okay, to get 1 pieces, and then the remaining is 4,000. And this is the algorithmic notation. Okay. You have to remember that you need to define the input. What is the input? Here, for example, we use a variable named money. Okay, and the data type is integer. Okay. Usually, in a question, it is already specified what the data type. But if it's not specified in a question, you can use your own assumption. So for example, since the usual price for maybe for food or else, or maybe for easier solution, you can make an assumption. For example, so the smallest denomination is 1,000, and all of the value, all of the price is in 1,000 rupiah. So that's for example for the assumption. So first we have money, okay, as the input, and the data type is integer. Next, in algorithm, the first one to be executed is to take the input. Please also remember that algorithmic is a sequence of operation. It means that the operation stated as the first command will be executed first. The second will be executed after the first execution is finished. Okay. You cannot change, for example, the first line is output. You cannot output. You cannot print the value of the money before you get it from the user. Okay. And then this is the operation to get how many pieces of 10,000 rupiah. money give 10,000. Okay, so in the previous example it will output 12. Next, this is to calculate the remaining. So this is the symbol for assignment with algorithmic notation. I don't know, maybe it is because from the different version of portfolio, so the symbol of assignment doesn't properly appear. And then after that, how many pieces of 5,000 rupiah that will be printed out? Okay, this is from. Okay, so we store the remaining money by using the same variable. So it means that we update the value. Okay. For example, in this line, the money value is 129,000. In the second line, what is the output? 12, right? 12. And what is the value of money variable? The money variable is still 129,000 rupiah. Okay, so at the second line, actually the money value is still 129,000 rupiah. And on the third line, we change the value of money variable to money mod 10,000 is 9,000. Okay. And then next, the output, the money, okay, 9,000 give 5,000. So it should be 1. Okay. What is the value of money variable? It is still the same. Okay. Money value is 4,000. Okay, next line. The money value will be updated to money mod 5,000. The remaining, okay, the remaining from the operation. The result will be for money is money mod. Okay, so this is 0. Oh, sorry, not 0. Money mod 5,000. It should be money with 9,000. Money with 5,000. Oh, sorry, this is 9,000. Okay. Please tell me if I have mistake here. 9,000 and then money mod 5,000 is 4,000 here. And then the last instruction is money give 1,000. Money of 1,000 is 4. Okay, so this is the output that will be printed out on the monitor in file 1 and 4. Okay. Okay, first about the algorithmic notation. Do you have any questions? Yes. Week 2. Okay, so this is from week 2 slide. Okay? So this is from week 2 slide. So last week slide. I already uploaded on the LFS. It's in here. Please. Okay, so this is the example. On defining the variable name is still the same, money, and the data type is integer. And then what you need to pay attention is to define the diff and mode operation. So just remember to aware to the data type. For integer, if we specify the symbol, it means that this is a divide operation, and the result is integer. Okay, and this is the symbol for modulo operation. Percent here. Okay, and assignment symbol is by using equals symbol, equal sign. Okay, so this is the translation from taking input, FMT the scan, money, and then FMT the print line, money divided with 10,000, and then the money value will be updated with modulo 10,000, and then we will print the 5,000 pieces with this operation, money divided with 5,000. Next, money value will be updated with money modulo 5,000, and the last is to print on how many 1,000 pieces. Okay, clear? About the program? Okay, next. Okay, so this is the illustration. Next. Okay, so this is explanation about real data type. So you have to also aware about this data type. So in programming language in Go we use float data type to represent a real. So if you need to do some operation with non-integer number, so usually we need to define a real data type. Okay, next. Okay, so we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So you will see the difference later, that if we perform division with real data type, so it means the result will be on real data type. So please be careful. Okay, you need to pay attention whether the data type is in integer or in real. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the temperature. Okay, same with previous example. Please try to define your own instruction. The instruction on your own language on how to solve this problem. The temperature data value is given in Celsius unit. So it means that the input is in Celsius unit, and then we need to write an algorithm to convert the temperature to Fahrenheit, Kelvin, and Kelvin. Okay. So this is the example of the input, and this is the example of output. Consists of 3 lines. The first line, okay, is the temperature in Fahrenheit. The second one is in Kelvin, and the last one is Kelvin. Okay. Please try to write the algorithm in algorithmic notation. I see the standard light. Yeah. Look, I also please try to discuss it with your friend. So you need to remember on how to convert the temperature from one unit to another. Okay, so since we already know the formula on converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin, so basically, yes, so like the previous example, first we need to take the input, okay? And then we need to calculate the Fahrenheit temperature. So the formula is from Celsius multiplied by 4.5. And then to calculate the Fahrenheit, Celsius multiplied by 9.5 plus 32. And then from Kelvin, we only need addition operation. Okay. And since all of the temperature is in real, okay, so we need to define it also in real. You will get a different result if you use integer data type here. Okay. And then next, to output all of the converted temperature in grammar, Fahrenheit, Kelvin. Okay. And this is the translation to Go language. Celsius, grammar, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin using a float system for data type. Okay. And then we need to take input, right? We need to take input. The variable is Celsius here for the input, and then to convert to grammar, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. So this is the formula. Plus, we need to print it out to the monitor. Okay. Any questions for this temperature compression?
Lu kelihatan ya? Anjing. Astaga. Be aware of those different data types. Okay, any questions for this example? Clear? So first one, I will remind you again, is to understand the problem. What is the problem? Okay, if you already able to write the implementation and it will be easier to write it. Okay, you don't have to rush to write the code. Okay, you don't have to rush it. Okay, please make sure that your algorithm is correct first. Okay, next example. Okay, so next is training session. Then I think this is already 3:30. Okay, we can have a break for 15 minutes and then we back again. Okay, do some exercise and then move to the next topic. Actually, still as a continuation from this data type and input output operator. Subscribe. Twing, subscribe. Udah. Bengke. Hah?
You can stop the recording first.
It's not recording.
Oh, not
It's streaming.
Stream.
Yeah.
Oh, but we can check it later.
Yes.
The stream. Oh, thank you. Okay. Please check the streamline to the floor, so everybody is ready there.
I already sent it.
Thank you. Okay, see you at 4.
Tuh.
Iya. Ini gimana? Ada soalnya. Kita kan begini. Streaming gua. Streaming. Jadi kalau kan ini yang ditanyakan hasilnya, bukan dari ini kan. Karena kalau mau masih ini, misalkan ini dulu. Nah, masukin ini dulu. Bukan masukin. Bukan masukin ini. Jadi kalau bukan dalam itu ya sama ini. Ini yang tak pakai. Ini mereka juga. Jadi
terus sampai 10 ya,
sampai 2 di bawah.
baru kerja di situ. Kalau kuadrat pakai ini kan?
Ya, ini sama 2.
Tapi kan yang balik,
yang
balik ke atas, balik ke atas yang di kontrol data kan? Ya, iya, itu kan? Ya. Yang saya kan itu punya kerja gimana kan? Biasanya seksinya kita masukin dan pakai seksinya kan itu tidak kita masukin dan
sabar.
Ini apa?
Kas spoiler duluan.
tadi belum dilihat.
Iya dong. Kita udah masuk.
Oke, bagus dong. You Missing tuh.
Ini mah cuma soal yang melata yang tahu kok. Ini mah nanti kan jalan apaan? Lu nulis apa? Bisa. Ini pakai cat ya di sini kan. Kayak gimana? Lu nggak bisa gimana? Ini juga bisa ya.
Kenapa? Aku hemat.
Ini mana di Pak?
Apa nih Ron?
Udah ada ternyata. Dia kayak siapa? Apa yang dibilang? Package-nya apa saja? Bisa.
Ada. Bisa. Mana?
Jadi bisa merubah.
Berapa?
Satu kan jauh di Pak ini. Lu ada punya lu?
Sama dulu lah, jangan dia pakai dulu.
Sepertinya manusia tidur.
Lu tuh aja ribut tapi gak bisa ya bodoh.
Tapi ini bisa tuh. Iya nanti. Ini bukan.
Aduh, kesalahan nulis.
Breaking. Itu bisa. Cara lu kendaraan mah cepet banget pusingnya orang. Jadi kita aja.
Wah, bisa. Gimana?
Kita aja.
Oh, gimana sih Rul? Ya udah bisa.
Ternyata yang goblok orang guys. Ya.
Lu aja nggak tahu ya kalau serta tahu.
Gua dari
Masa tahu.
L sama I sama loh.
Oh, lu aja nggak tahu juga.
Ini yang tipu.
lagi yang nanti dan enggak ini yang itu ini namanya dari mana?
Gak sholat no? Sholat dia.
Jam 2
Ayo.
main.
Jadi apa doanya?
Wow, jauh banget loh. Jauh. Bisa juga.
Iya.
Iya sih, itu juga. Emang, dan dia juga diam-diam anak kelas ini kan.
Jangan kenapa dimakan ya?
Gak apa-apa. Tuh masukin dalam dulu.
Kita lagi di
Jom, makan lah.
satu juga
Enak deh. Nasi kuning. Nasi padang. Nasi padang. 15.000 semuanya. Ayam juga 15.
Ayo.
Enak deh.
Pada lampu deh.
Jangan karena apa?
Ya udah gue mau makan apa itu enggak? Ayo. Udah. Cek pacar keempat.
Astagfirullah. Gini-gini ngomong si rambut punya 5. Biasanya punya 4.
Jadi sorry ya.
Siapa sih nama Anda, Jeff? Oh ya, DNDBF. Panas, Pak.
Enggak boleh kok, udah.
Enggak ada yang udah di post. Orang nggak ada. Ini adalah teman-teman itu adalah story jam. Kenapa? Kamu ada mau pas apa nih sekarang tahun gue? Pas sekolah iya makanya pas sekolah itu bingung kan karena masuk tuh dulu kan sekolah itu karena semua nggak tahu mau pas apa. Ada dulu di kamu masuk sekarang itu. Iya sih yang semua aja. Kalau itu apa? Karena kayak kalau di atas itu ada temennya sampai bikin mereka kamu. Aku juga sih sampai jadi kan satu buat kopi gitu. Ya kalau ada powernya. Bisa dia isi 5 tahun ya buat aku ya lumayan. Ini jelas itu kemarin. Ya aku itu foto-fotonya wah random banget deh ini sama aku beda. Sini aku kemarin pergi apa Kelly jelas nih itu hujanan mereka
Nanti bisa.
jelas
Enggak bisa.
yang mana?
apa
Yang mani itu. Yang mani kurang kalau yang penonton bisa.
Oh iya, kalau yang berantem enggak
Bisa.
karena input outputnya jelas itu loh.
Ya.
Kalau yang awal malah nggak bisa.
nggak suka aja malah
Apa ya? Cara masukin ke gorengnya apa, Bang? Cara masukin ke gorengnya.
Kan tahu kita kalau dia nggak tahu ya. Kalau
Kalau temperatur kan templatenya kayak tadi itu kan. Kalau yang temperatur templatenya yang tadi kan dia proses terus
yang tadi yang kan itu.
yang mana nggak paham.
Soalnya kan di modul
Aku iya tadi itu suruh itu ngerikat kolomnya itu loh, ngerikat tabelnya. Mereka sudah ya.
ringan.
Yang mana? Jadi inputnya apa itu loh, kira suruh gitu. Si Jovan belajarnya gitu.
Ya, itu juga beda ini. Dia pakai gimana?
Ayo, dia santai banget.
Iya bisa tuh.
Bapak, ambil aja. Gimana main masih begitu? Yang namanya Bapak mana? Ini Bapak alat iblis.
Itu berapa Kak? Kau berapa?
Nggak mau.
1,5. Berapa? Modul 5.
Udah coba.
Bilang ya. Berapa? Mari kita udah.
Nih, buangin.
Kapan gantian nih?
Kalau ini kan sama kayak tadi kan? Iya. Hitungnya bisa.
Pasti nggak ikhlas ya?
Ada kan?
Nggak boleh mengingat-ingat kebaikan diri sendiri. Harusnya tuh mengingat-ingat kebaikan orang lain.
Seks sama dengan scam kan kagak sekarang ini
Dia kalau sakit doang bilang baik. Dia tahu baik.
gimana cuy? Sudah ini doang pindah nonton.
Dia nggak masuk. Bukan aku yang nggak masuk.
Gimana bisa dijaga?
Buatin ya udah. Pensil kagak ada lagi nih. Bersih. Apa jalan dulu?
Bikinin itu baru.
So you assist many of your friends. Oh yeah.
And she just ikut-ikut.
Program apa? Yang di sini? Ah, yang di sini. Oh, boleh aja.
Okay, I will call your name. Okay.
Menggunakan laptop Aska Sukman. Boleh. Boleh, apakah enggak?
Yang apa? Safik.
Andi, ya. Andi,
Enggak, saya sudah masuk.
Fayaza, Inyoman Manutama, Muhammad Jovan is okay.
Jovan Wisma.
Lukman, okay, Faiz Aziza, Hafiz Akbar, is he sick?
Six.
Swing is also swing.
Atau udah dikasih sama Farhan.
Ruli,
Buset.
ya. Muhammad Akmal,
Ini apa?
Edwin Veda, Griselda, Farhan Aryaduna, Violina Karana, Adam Marika, Muhammad Deva, Ananda Akti, Jonathan David, Brian David, Aska Lenia, ini sama Garis Aska, Sing also, Sing. Gibran, Laude Muhammad, Mahesa Kini, Jauza, Ari Ramadan, Mas Ari, Muhammad Nibras, Muhammad Fahri, Devin, Berari, Devin,
I also sing.
If you have a paper, if you have a paper, and then it will be better to set your or in your
What absence in the form? So I didn't have to repeat my class.
Of course, SIG is not a strict criteria. Gabriela, Ibrahim is also SIG. Raka, okay, so everybody already able to do the exercise in their own computer. Okay, next, please do this exercise. Okay, this is not difficult. Okay, so please try to write your algorithm. Okay, please try to write your algorithm, and then without see the next slide first. Okay, and then compare it to the next slide. Okay, let's try in 5 minutes. Please write the algorithm first, and then the program manual.
Orang pilih itu.
Ya boleh Pak tadi itu.
Like this. This should be
it for the input. The input consists of two integers, right? Okay, so first you have to define in dictionary. There are two variables. The variable name is up to you. You can have some variable names. It's up to you. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, you don't need to define that the program will take two inputs. Two integer inputs. And then, what is the process? The process is this calculation. Okay. Actually, you will do some calculation. The program will do some calculation. So the first variable represents x, and the second represents y. Okay. And if you see this formula, okay, here. The operation is a power operation. It means that multiply integer, multiply integer, and then the result is integer. Okay, and then this is an addition operation. This is also multiplication. So the result should be integer also. Oh, sorry. Since this is a divide method operation, the result is in float, real. Okay, real data type or float. Awesome. Okay, so okay, so for example, we give this program as equation 1. Okay, and then we need to define the dictionary. Okay, we have two integers, right? So x and y, and the data type is integer. Okay, and then the algorithm. Input okay. If we put underline on a separable, it means that this is the keywords for the notation. Okay. Input xy, and then it will output. Okay. Output.
Tolong.
Or we can have a temporary variable to how to erase it here. To clear all the writing here. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, I will type it again.
Oh, wait, miss.
It's already here.
Nope.
It's the wrong. It's the wrong side.
So how? Yeah, okay. So it's like there is a delay here.
Yes, miss. It's too hot.
Y are integer, and then let's say B is a real, okay? And then this is the algorithm. Input X, Y, then Z will be assigned with plus N.
John.
10y plus 7. And then the last instruction is output C. Okay, so this is the algorithmic notation. Okay, any question for the algorithmic notation? No? Clear? Okay, clear. And then what about the Go programming language? You need to translate this, right?
X and
It
Y
is
is
mine,
integer,
and then for
Varzi is real.
and then
Varzi is float.
for xy as integer, for z as float,
Varzi is float.
C4, and then the algorithm is to definitely that scan xy, and then do some calculation here, and then last definitely that red line. Okay, so I will check on your about your work on algorithm notation and program.
Lembut kali laptopku.
So the example is
Bang Ju, bikin program ini ya? Kau bikin program ini? Apa? Apa Farhan itu? Tuh.
FMTS kan itu diisi NZ.
Ya.
Terus X.
Soalnya kan
Y taruh mana?
Oh iya sama aja. Dimasukkan di bareng sini.
Koma Y.
Okay, so if you mention that the input is in integer, so the result also in integer or in real?
Integer.
Integer, right? Okay.
Yes.
Because actually if you specify these operations, okay, define operation and then it will return integer, okay? So that's why you will have to be careful with that. Okay, any question for this time? So up until this week, actually we have to understand some of the input output operation and also the data type. Okay.
Oh, you still processing.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, okay, it's okay.
Aku salah yang atas itu, yang X kuadrat.
Oh, bentar.
This one.
Aku
Yang
pakai
ini
yang
kan?
6 gitu kan. Nah itu.
Ini kan?
Yang 3X kuadrat.
Ya, bentar. Aku mau coba sih. Aku juga mau coba.
But here,
Dengan
the difference is on the formula and also the data. Okay. Okay, please try
Mana ya?
this exercise.
1 terus
Yang aku kayak kamu 1 plus 10 kali Y sama 7.
terus 10.
Detik juga bisa kali. Gak bisa. Apa nih?
Oh, gini.
Kan dikali itu. Kok ini yang itu. Nah, kayak gitu. Itu maksud NX N Z. Lu FM tes kan dulu. FM tes kan. Kok ada Z sih?
Hah? Itu aku bingung.
Bukannya X
Karena
sama Y doang.
dari iya. Dari apa sama misalnya juga ada Z-nya. Bingungin juga kenapa kok ada Z. Tuh, gua mau aja. Kalau misalkan butuh.
Gak tau, baru nyampe sini. Apa sih? Gue salah yang dikalinya. Kan disuruh akar 2. Nah itu gak tau gimana.
Akar 2 itu 3x kali x. X nya dijabarin ini.
Oh gitu aja. Iya. Bener juga ya.
3 bentar kalau misalkan ini 3x kuadrat berarti kan 3 kali x dulu baru dikuadratin atau 3 kali x sudah
3
dikuadrat.
kali x kali x.
3 kali X kali X.
Ya itu tadi
Kurung. Di kurungnya tuh ada 3-nya kan. Jadi dalam kurung 3X kali X.
Kalau 3x kali x dia sama aja 3x kuadrat.
Oh iya bener juga ya.
Berarti itu nanti rumusnya dimasukin printer ini.
Iya,
Iya.
in LN. Terus habis itu itu udah
Langsung ke package yang
ke terminal.
Kontol lemot. Orangnya di mana?
Apa? Z. Iya man. Itu variabelnya type-nya int kan atau float 64.
Aku yang atas ente. Kata ente.
Tapi int kan. Iya makanya tadi aku.
Tapi ini keluarannya koma berarti.
Nah, makanya keluar.
Jadi
aku
kok
real number. Aku float 64. Berarti semuanya kasih titik 0 ya? Iya enggak?
Hah?
Semuanya kasih titik 0 enggak?
Masih titik 0?
Di apa float 64?
Gak perlu sih
Enggak
sebenarnya.
usah.
Kayaknya sih gak perlu. Ntar coba aja. Ntar gue yang jadi tumbal. Gue yang tumbal. Ctrl C. Lemak anjing. Luas kasih 12. Kok 12? Ya gue ke 12.
Gimana?
12 doang.
Emang mestinya berapa?
27 sekian.
Inputnya bener nggak?
22. Bener. Inputnya 2. 22.
Nggak, gini.
2 sama 2.
Kenapa outputnya 3?
3 mana?
Kan isinya cuma 2.
3 mana?
Ya ada 3 maksudnya. Buk.
Ini satu saya, ini input 1,
Oh, maksudnya
2.
gitu.
Ya, yang input 2 hasilnya segini. Input 70 sama 20 hasilnya segini. Input 5 sama 46 hasilnya segini. Gitu.
Berarti di rumusnya ada yang salah. Dikurungin lagi kali, biar yang pertama tuh yang mana dulu? Mungkin ya.
Kalau kata gue harusnya sih enggak. Karena kan ini udah dikurungin semua, yang kalian udah dikurungin semua dulu. Mungkin ini dikurung dulu ya, baru dibagi ini gitu.
Yang mana?
Itu dulu. Yang ini dikasih tutup kurung lagi, sama ini dikasih buka kurung.
Itu jadi 3 udah.
Oh, gak mau, hilang masuk.
Spasi aja. Itu merah sih itunya. Tanda baginya merah.
Emang merah?
Oh, emang merah, oke.
Ini merah, operator merah sih.
Oh, oke. Kirain salah merah.
Ini ya, ini coba nih, ini begini.
Ya itu udah.
Nah, ini begini, gua
Nggak
set
bisa.
hilang.
Tapi yang satu lagi ada.
Kebanyakan, udah kebanyakan kayaknya. Oh, enggak, sudah.
Ya, udah
Kok,
kan?
udah. Ini yang atas ini kan yang atas.
Ya.
Nah, kan ini yang satu.
1/10.
Oh, coba kalau gini. Ini di luar. Ini begini. Ini gini. Oh, bener tadi. Ini dibuka. Itu tutup. Tambah.
Jadi yang dibagi dulu.
10 kali ya. Tujuh. Coba kalau gini ya.
Inputnya berapa?
Udah 2.
37.
37 jadinya.
Masih 2 berapa?
Soalnya kan harusnya sama nih.
Pusing banget. Masukin rumusnya sih.
Coba kalau gini. Nah, ini jangan di ini dulu.
Kalau X bisa.
Coba aja, kan nggak ada yang salah.
Iya.
Coba semua
File
ini.
dan error.
Cuman masalahnya kebudul
Oh
mau.
iya.
Biasanya 37.
Itu berapa? 27. Benernya 27.
Harusnya 27 koma sekian. 27 koma.
Pusing aku.
Coba kalau gini. 3x kuadrat. Enggak mau. Oh, udah. Jadi gini loh. Kan rumusnya begini.
Iya.
Ya kan ini satu yang atas. Habis itu yang bawah 3S kuadrat. Oh gini dong, 3S kuadrat plus 10.
Langsung.
Jadi kan ini langsung kebaca nih 3S, 3 kali S kali X. Ini udah langsung baca awal.
Iya, langsung.
Ini langsung tambah 10. Udah, habis itu
Tutup kurung.
dibagi ke satu dibagi ini.
Oh iya, maksudnya situ dulu kan.
Ya, habis itu baru tambah 10 Y pas 7.
Ini berarti maksudnya dimasukinnya tuh dari sini dulu.
Iya,
Bukan
dari sini.
Bukan kayak seret, bukan. Berarti yang ini dulu, baru ini, baru
Ini
ini.
dulu, iya.
Nah, oke, teknik.
Itu keluar hasil yang sama. Sama.
So, okay. Success?
Sukses.
Okay, good.
Sukses. Success for the first application 2. Ini aja. Cun. Buat. Bisa gak sih? Untung mau kelas PemPro
Man, yang
Hah?
moderator.
Apanya?
Komen apa?
Go Mode Init nama project. Sabar. Saha eta teh? Mana teh tahu arti sabar apa kagak? Oh, tekan 3. Wih, tidak datang. Sabar.
Jadi jualan dari. Sekarang kita bikin ya. Kayaknya pakai website aja deh.
Enggak, jadinya tadi enggak kok. Enggak tadi enggak.
Kami tadi enggak ada yang siap.
With the weekly topics. Okay, actually this is still with the types and then how we design the algorithm for particular problems. Okay, next. Next, about data types. And then, okay, so we already studied about integer and also real. And then now we will look on Boolean, character, and string. First, we will learn about Boolean data type. Boolean consists of two types, true or false. We define one variable, and then it should have one, either true or false. And if we have Boolean variables, we can do some operations, logical operations, and comparison operation. Okay, please pay attention on this example. So if we have an operation, it means that the result will be true when both variables are true. So true and true will be result on true. Other than that, it will result in false. Okay. And this is the notation on Go by using double and notation. Okay. True if A and B are both true. And then for OR, it will result true if A or B is true. So doesn't need to be true for both A and B. So as long as one of them is true, so the result will be true. But if we have both in false value, it means that the result will be false. we also have not notation. Not means the negation. So for example, if the value of A is true, when we mention not A, it means that the value become false. Vice versa. Okay? And the notation is in Go. This is for or. So to bar here, and then not is an exclamation mark. Okay. So this Boolean data type is usually we found it in a program that consists of if else or on loop. Okay. Next, comparison. So we also can perform a comparison operation with Boolean variables. So this is will result into if both variables have the same value, both are true or true if the value of A and B are the same. Okay? Both are true or both are false. And this one, A is equal to B. Okay, not equal. And this one, it means that the result. So for example, if we have integer or real, and then if we compare it, the result will be on Boolean value, Boolean data type. Next. Okay. Next, because we have so many operators, there are priority. Okay. So for example, if we want to perform the execution of some operator first, we need to define it inside brackets. And then quadratic after that, and then plus and minus. And then here multiplication, divide, mode, and etc. The logical operation priority is after arithmetic operation. Okay, so this is the first example. Okay, we read the description. The final grade is on the range between 0 to 100. And then they have assignment status, either done or not done. Okay. To determine whether the student pass or fail for a subject, there are two possible conditions where the student passes. The first is when the final score obtained is above 55 and the student has done the assignment. Whilst the second is that the student has a final score above 90. Okay. And then this is the input. The input consists of two values that represent. The first one is the final score, and the second one is the a Boolean value that represents the assignment status. And then the output is a Boolean value that states whether the student has passed or failed. Okay. So we need to understand first that and we can look at the example below at the table. The output consists of two parts. The first one is the final score. In the second one is the Boolean value that represents whether the student already done the assignment or not. And the output is true or false that represents the pass, whether the student pass or fail. True means if this output is true, it means that the student passed. But if false, it means that the student is failed. Okay, understand about the description? Okay, so to determine whether the student passed or failed consists of two values to be considered: the final score and the assignment status. It means that how many variables that you need for input. You will need two, right? The first one to represent the final score, and the second one to represent the assignment status. What is the data type for the final score? Integer or real? Integer. Okay. And what is the data type for the assignment status?
True and false. Boolean.
Boolean. Okay. And what is the output?
True and false.
Output data type?
True and false.
Yeah, the output is whether
Boolean.
either true or false, right? So it means that it should be Boolean data type. Okay, let's see the next slide. So, okay. Okay, yeah. First, we need to define the program name, and then next we need to define the dictionary. Okay, we need to define the score. Okay, and the data type is integer, and then whether the assignment has done or not is Boolean, and then this is the output graduation status Boolean. Okay, in the algorithm first we take two inputs. Okay, score and then finish assignment, the status of whether the student has done the assignment or not, and then this is the output, right? The graduation status. What does it mean? Perintah yang sebelah kanan ini artinya apa sih?
If the score is higher than 50 and then finish assignment, or maybe score above 19, maybe the output will be true.
Yes, correct. Okay. Because in the description, the criteria for the student to pass the subject is where the score is above 55 and. So, and here means that the students need to complete those two. Or if the student score is above 90. Yeah. So you need to pay attention on how to translate from the description to the code. Ya, biasanya student kadang kurang teliti when they need to translate. Ya, karena kalau dan and here itu dua-duanya harus dipenuhi. It should be true. Both should be true. Okay. But or means that the students only need to meet one of the criteria here. Okay. And then this is the output graduation status. Okay, so how to translate it in Go language? Okay, this is you already familiar with it, right? Okay, except this is the new data type for Boolean, and then this is to take the input, score, and finish assignment. And then the graduation status will be assigned with this operation. Okay, so this is and this is OR. And then last, to print the graduation status. Okay, is there any question? Not yet? Okay. Okay, we move to the next. Yeah. Next on character. Okay, we will finish until character and string, and then we can try some exercise. Okay. Character data type. Okay, so character is the smallest unit of string. Okay. Huruf character. Yeah, character. And in internal representation, this is integer actually, which is the standard. Yeah, there are two tables. This is based on some standard, ASCII and UTF-16. Okay. And the basic operation of characters doesn't exist because actually they are integer. Okay. And since it's based on integer, okay. So when the computer process it, actually they process as the basic representation as integer. Okay. So this is the ASCII tables. Okay. So we can mention the ASCII number if we want to specify a character. Okay. Next again. Okay, this is for example, program that involve character. Okay, so for example, we are given a secret message in the form of 5 integers. And then the formula is to blah blah blah. Okay, so this is to process it by some formula. And then after we get the final result from the formula, we will convert it based on the ASCII character, ASCII table. Okay. So the input are 5 integers. Okay, and then we translate this operation. And the last thing to do for the instruction is to convert or to reveal what character according to this character. Okay, please see next slide. Okay, so these are the input. So we have 5 integers, right? Okay, and then this is the translation of all those operations and the description. You just need to follow all the instruction. And then here you will see print y1, y2, y3, y4. Okay, you don't need to specify like the ASCII conversion because this is algorithmic notation. It will depend on the programming or which programming language that you use. Okay. So it will print the character represent this number. Okay. And this is the translation in Pro language. And okay, this is visual operations, and this one, maybe you see here that if you want to print it as a character, we need to specify the data type by typing %C. It means that we will print it as a character. If we don't specify it will print integer. Okay. Maybe you will ask in which occasion, in which case do we should need to use the ASCII code. So yeah, sometimes maybe if you need some words related to string or else, yeah, sometimes you will need to do some operation with ASCII number. Okay, next. Okay, next again. Okay, this is the last data type, string data type. Okay. If we want to specify string, so usually we will write it, we will type it with double quote. And a string actually consists of characters. And then how to differentiate between character and string? So usually character is denoted with a single quote, while string represent with double quote. Okay. And there are several operations and functions of string. The first one is concatenation. Usually we will see plus sign here, okay, for integer or real, right? But for string, what does it mean? It means that it will concatenate. It will be concatenated, disambung, yeah. When you need to do this, okay, again, maybe, yeah, sometimes you will need maybe to do some operation for string. Yeah. You can see some fun exercise with string, yeah. It may involve concatenation. And then length of string. Okay. It is also commonly seen in some programs that we need to know what is the length of the string. Next, certain character position. So a string consists of several characters. And sometimes we need to do some operation to particular character of that string. How to access it? By using index. So you can imagine that a string is a set of boxes, and in each box there is a character. So for example, hello, A is the first character of this string, right? E is the second character, L is the third character, L is the fourth, and O is the fifth. But usually in programming, we will count from 0. Okay? So it means that we call it how to access, how to say that this is the first element. We access it using what we call as index. The index is if we look at book or maybe at this room door, there's a number in outside, right? We access it by number. So here, usually we start at 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Yeah, we can play with string. For example, what if we change all of the fourth character with Z? That's for example. Okay. And then substring. Substring is part of. We can slice some string based on the index range. Yes. Okay, next. Okay, so and then this is maybe some general guideline on how to solve a computing problem. Okay. So first, actually computational problems are often related to the real world. So this is also very common. If you see some of exercise or maybe the exam question, the sometimes related to our daily activities. For example, on stacking some books or maybe to pick a ball or etc. Okay. And yeah, you can see many applications, but actually this application stated here is really complicated. Okay, so it doesn't have like a mini program, but yeah, really complicated software. And then to summarize, actually when you read a problem, what you need to define. The first one is the input. Second one is the process that need to be done and what to produce. Those three elements you will always need to understand. So yeah, okay. We need to understand what is the problem that we can solve by using program, and then capture the components, main components, and then design the computational solution by using the algorithm, and last to translate it to implement it in a programming language. Okay, yeah, so this is the more explanation. I think you can read it by yourself. Okay, okay, and then yeah, this is also what we need to do. Yeah, sometimes the problem description is not not very clear problem definition, so we need to add some assumptions. Okay, so and then we need to identify parts related to the computing, what data that's already known, what data still that has to be read from the input device, what process that should be done, and what information is generated, and maybe if we also needed that the print operation should be done in several times, many times. Means that it needs repetition. Okay, next rectangle. Okay, so now we will see an example. Okay, please read the question description. So there are two information of a rectangle: the length and the width. What we need to do? We ask to write an algorithm to calculate the area and the perimeter. Luas dan kelilingnya. Okay. Why the input hasn't been translated to English? Okay, so the input consists of two integers, L and W, and then the output of perimeter and area. This is good to answer. Okay, so if we write it in details, so what data that already know? We already know the formula to calculate area and perimeter. And then, what data then the program should read? The input, right? The length and the width. And next, what is the process? The process is to calculate the perimeter and the area based on the formula. And what is the information that should be printed? The value of perimeter and area. So I know that you already do it, okay? But sometimes maybe you don't realize that actually we think it in structure, things like this. Okay, next slide again. Okay, this is the saver code and also the colon code. I think there is nothing new with this example code because you're already familiar with input and also output, right? Easy, right? Okay, so what do you think? Up until this third week, learning progressing is easy or not?
Easy.
No, why?
It's easy.
Confused. Why? Because you need to imagine something. What?
It's just a piece of cake.
Challenging. Okay. You.
Bulan-bulan lagi loh.
Good. Very good. It's not difficult, but challenging. Yeah. Great. Yeah, that is difficult. This is challenging. Okay. Yeah, exactly. You need to. Because I also understand that maybe you will also very curious what is like. I'm very eager to see the implementation on the computer, but actually we need to treat it first, right? But actually sometimes we don't realize that we need to structurize it. Until now, maybe this is only, maybe this is because it's still a simple program, simple algorithm. You will think that I don't need to write instead of code. I don't need to write the algorithm station, but it will be a good way to, especially when you go to more complex program. Just write it down first, make a sketch on your notebook or etc. Okay, I don't think this will raise the question, okay? You see, right? Okay, next. Okay. Yeah. This is a little bit more challenging from the previous exercise. What do you think about this ratio? What should be calculated from this question description? Okay, there is the original price where the seller buys
Profits.
the food, right?
Yeah.
And then the seller will sell it at a certain price. And of course the seller needs to make a profit, right? Okay. Yeah. And the profit is already mentioned, 5%. Okay. So the input consists of 3 positive integers. So there are 3 items. And three items, and this is the the price for those three items, and then this is the output. Okay. Next, please. Okay, now data is profit of 5%, and then we need to read three items. The price for the first item, the price for the second item, and the price for the third item. And what's the process? The first one, of course, we need to read. Okay, we take input from the user, and then we perform the calculation. The selling price is the bought price plus 5% profit, and then after we get the selling price, and then we print the value of the selling price. Okay, next. Yeah, this is. First, this is the algorithm notation. Okay. Variable definition. Integer, and the price is in real because in the question description it is mentioned that the data type is in real. Okay, and then this is to take the input from the user. This is to calculate the price, the selling price. Okay, this is correct, right? Okay, 5%. The profit is 5%, and then the final price will be outputted to the monitor. And this is the translation in Go language. Okay. You will see here, if you want to convert integer to float, you can use float 64 function in Go language. Okay. So sometimes you need to convert it to make the operation will be executed correctly. This is an example why you need to perform it in float. Okay. Next. Okay, this is exercise session. Okay. But I think you will be bored if you. Okay, yeah, I know. I'll go to maybe the next question that with character or string or boolean. Question number 3. What is the question number 3? Question number 2. Is the positive included? In the front, there's positive integer consisting of 2 digits. In the form of a 4-digit integer, doubling of digits as in the given is in the example given. Find the value of each digit. Okay, it's a little bit challenging. Okay, please solve this question. You need to take it first, right? How to solve this problem. So all the input, okay, is positive integer, and it must be in 2 digits. So it means that the range is from 10 to 99. It will be always accepted. Okay, and then how to produce this kind of output? Question number 2. Question number 1. Because question number 1, I think you will feel not challenging. Okay, then discuss it with your friend. How to solve
Kota penting.
Just to teach yeah, for this I already talked last year. So I would like to
Latihan guys, latihan.
Okay, I'm going to share some, maybe
solve it. Okay, so the input must be in 2 digits, right? And you can separate it on 2 types. The first one, I don't know how to mention it in English, but when you learn in primary school, you taught it puluhan and satuan, right? Yeah, you need to separate it. So this is the first component, and this is the second component, right? Okay, and then here you will also make 2 components. And then to produce the final result, you will need to add the first and the second. So, for example, program part 1 is empty divide with 10. Okay, let's start, right? Part 1, and then part 2. Part 2 is EMP minus part 1 multiply with 10. Okay, and then for example, yeah, this is to be clear. Part 3 and part 4 also integer. Okay, so for example, we can take as part 3, part 4. Okay, and then we calculate for. Maybe you can have a simpler solution. Okay, part 3. How to produce this? Okay, the input always consists of 2 digits, and the output always consists 4 digits. Okay, so part 3 will be part 1. Part 1 multiplies with 1000, okay, plus part 1 multiplied with 100. Sorry, 100. Then part 4 part 4 is
part 2 multiply with 10 plus part 2. And then the output is part 3 plus part 4 plus we will output out. Okay, is it correct? Yeah, you can try later, okay? Okay. Already tired? Yeah, I did. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You can consider it to free. Just to free is like twice. Yeah. You can do it without this arithmetic operation. You can share it to the board, okay? I will upload the slide on MS, and I will ask some of you to share another answer, another solution, yeah? Yeah. Okay, and also maybe tomorrow I will share some homework to be public.
Sabar baca dong. Anjing lu. Kamis kan naik terus. Apa? Belum. Gapa? Manu. Answering work.